everybody, this is Genjeft,
And this is Packbat.
and we're taking up the stragglers today.
So first up, we have Air Jordan with
Followed up by Riso and...
Richard 117. So we have 6 here, so we're going to just do them in 2 batches.
Yep.
By the way, did you make 23 different cars for this? Because I'm impressed.
It's like BRC23, we're looking at... Did he make 23 cars? And
That's
actually
a lot. That is a lot of work.
Yeah. There could also be more. Oh, look! There's no door handles.
There's not many fixtures on this trim. We'll see fixtures show up later.
Yeah.
Like, this is the body trim.
Yeah.
So we got -6, which is sort of an intermediate amount of minus.
Yep. It's either
I
0 or -15. There's not really been much of a middle ground.
Yeah. So making a compromise between lightness and reliability here.
Yeah.
And aluminum, so it's going to be reasonably light. Front engine, rear-wheel drive.
Yep.
Double wishbones, front and rear. Little bit of negative quality on the fixtures.
Not much.
Probably saves a few bucks. Okay, so a couple more fixtures showed up. Oh, hey, look. Look at that lettering on the back.
Aristide.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right.
A cut-off engine.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of the few 6-cylinders.
Yeah, we got ourselves a V6. All aluminum, DOHC, square, 2.3, 2.4 liters, 2.36.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a text on my phone there.
No worries.
Forged, +2.
+2. Yeah.
High compression, high sport, +7 quality.
So it's got a lot of revving potential, but it's not using it.
Yeah. Could it be a weight thing, I wonder?
I don't know.
DCOE, triple carb, race, super leaded.
Check to see what happens when you increase the RPM limit. Yeah, see, it's... the engine was tuned to reach its target power at 6,100, as opposed to being tuned to reach its target power at peak power.
Yeah.
I'm...
Valid, but debatable worth with that strategy.
Sorry, I was talking. What did you say?
Oh, I was just saying valid strategy, but of debatable worth.
Yeah. Like, we said this before, in our experience, having the peak power under the red line makes for faster times, even with less peak power.
Yeah.
But, like, we didn't make 23 cars for this competition, so maybe we don't know.
Race tubular, single, exhaust, -1 quality.
Right. And we have to do a little bit of arithmetic.
It's definitely one of the few 6-cylinders. Very few.
3,300? So it's expensive.
Yeah.
Dumped a lot of quality into this. Still had some money to drop quality here.
Yep,
Yeah,
+9.
see, look at that. Look at that power distribution.
Yeah.
Like, it makes all its power at the red line, and then you're just like, you shift up gears, and it's just like you hit a brick wall.
Yeah, you're losing that's 280. It drops down to 150.
Yeah, it's from like 180 to 150, going from 4th to 5th.
Yeah. And he didn't
And
gear
it's
it to
worse
reach
in
top
lower
speed.
gears. It's just... Yeah. I think it could have been faster. Anyway.
A lot of quality in the transmission, though.
Yeah, so getting most of the power out of the engine.
215, 225.
Interesting.
Yep, staggered for a front-wheel drive car.
For front engine car.
Yeah, front engine car, I mean.
Yeah. Magnesium.
This is the real reason why cars are crashing and burning. Magnesium burns. So every time the tire goes flat in a crash, the wheels catch fire. Because of all the sparks.
I'm not saying that Air Jordan DNF from 2 of the first 3 races due to crashes. I mean, I'm saying that, but I'm not saying that.
Oh, magnesium.
All right. So
It's kind of scary to think that they actually made engines out of magnesium.
the pursuit of lightness.
Yes. The B-24, they had to get a certain horsepower to weight limit, so they used magnesium in the engines. Unsurprisingly, the engines had a random chance of bursting into flames.
Well, as long as the driver's not physically sitting on top of the engine, there's probably enough time to get out of the way.
It was a World War II bomber.
Oh well, that sounds like a problem.
It's like, over the Pacific, and your engine catches fire. Brilliant. But
Yeah, that sounds like a bad day.
solid disc, 2 pistons, solid disc, 1 piston.
Okay, very soft pads in the rear, so it's pretty good brake balance.
Kind of a pretty standard setup for a front-engine car.
Yeah. Reasonable brake distance, not too much brake fade.
Yep. This guy does what I do, skid, semi-clad, full downforce, and then he just has no brake airflow. +7.
Yeah. So it looks like the high-speed cornering is okay.
Yep.
Like it's a little bit understeery at low speeds, and then it's more understeery at high speeds.
Yep.
But yeah. So like at no point is it undrivable. And did I just see something?
4 seats premium,
Yes.
-50.
Like I don't think you need powered seats in a race car. Like, I feel as if that's an unnecessary luxury.
It does sell well.
Sure. I mean, yeah, going up to premium interior is going to increase the safety a little bit, and the extra weight of the back row of seats. A 2+2 race car. Okay.
And
I mean, nice power steering.
Yep. Is this guy the only car with a +1 power steering quality?
It's first I remember.
Yeah.
Like, let us know
He
in the
might not be
comments.
the only car. There are some 60-odd cars, and we didn't get them all.
True.
And I'm kind of happy we didn't get them all, because we'd be reviewing the BRC cars until the next BRC. And probably halfway through.
Yeah.
And then -3 quality for the safety.
Is that exactly the same numbers I ended up with? Like, I remember I was at none minus a small number. Although my car's safer because it's steel.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Progressive gas mono tube passive.
Standard.
Yep, pretty standard.
No, I mean standard springs.
Yeah, he just kind of set him to race and that was it.
It's reasonable.
Yeah. +4 quality.
Like, if you don't feel comfortable tuning the suspension, then hitting the race button and
Being done with it's not a bad idea.
it'll get you probably 70-80% of the way there.
Yeah. +4 quality on the suspension. That's unusual.
Yeah. Hope it helps. It's reasonably good drivability. and
a good balance between the two as well.
Yeah, and fairly good cornering.
Surprisingly good cornering.
Yeah. So, yeah, props to hitting the race button.
2:23:01.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, look at the 80 to 120 time. Look at the accelerations. I think the engine being cut off like that is, I think that's probably the major issue here.
That's probably really hurting this point here. 80 to 120.
Yeah, because you come out of the corner in second, you just get up to third, you shift up, and then all your power is gone and everybody's passing you.
Yeah.
So.
Really, that's where this car hurts, is that engine setup.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere else, it looks very nice. I mean, 55.6, 44.4, that's a pretty nice weight distribution for a front-engine car.
Yep.
108 feet braking distance, that's similar to my car. This cornering G's are similar to my car. Like, it's just, I think the power delivery costs a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Air Jordan got in the points at Knock Hill, 27th. Doesn't have a lot of tire wear. I mean, sort of middling tire wear. Very low fuel consumption. So it's got a lot of merits, but I think just cutting off the power like that is hurting.
Yeah, I can guarantee that's where he's hurting.
Yeah.
If he didn't do that, he'd probably gain at least a second, maybe two.
Yeah, I mean, back off on the top end quality and back off on the cam profile. Dump some of that money into like fuel system quality and bottom end quality, so you can get more revs and get more octane, so you can have higher compression. Like, if you move the numbers around a bit, you can probably get similar power numbers with a better power curve.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well.
Yeah. Something to consider for future seasons.
Pretty good car overall, though. It gets some points. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there were accidents in the first couple races, but race 3 got in the points. And now Riza.
Yep. Whose car is it that keeps exploding?
I think it was Leo that got really unlucky with.
No, like, it does great in the qualifiers, and then it's a. Who?
Vikus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. This car is functional.
Yeah. Minus 15.
Mm-hmm.
Body. 0 here, fiberglass.
Okay, so this is another very lightweight vehicle.
Yep, mid-traverse with a V12.
Ooh. That people, like, the V12 was a new option for this season, and a lot of people went for it.
Mm-hmm. We have
I'm waiting.
minus 10 quality there.
Okay, save a chunk of change. It's going to cost you in reliability, but saves a chunk of change.
Yep. Waiting for...
I wanted to confirm that the style was the same in the trim tabs.
Ah.
It's nice.
It is.
I like the design of this car.
Where's the cooling at?
It's that vent behind the wheel and that vent behind the cabin. So... I don't know. There's... Air can get in there.
Yeah.
All right.
219, so it doesn't really need that much cooling.
Yeah, 2.5 liter DOHC 4-valve aluminum V12. 30 reliability, it's nice.
Mm-hmm. Forged, +5.
Mm-hmm. Square engine.
Very smooth engine.
I mean, It's not the smoothest V12 in the competition, but, you know.
Yeah. It's a V12. It's going to be hard to make that run rough.
Yeah. I think the smoothest V12 had a cam profile of like 33 that we've seen. So, higher cam profile means a little bit less smoothness.
Yeah.
But it also means more power.
Yeah.
So.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah.
4-barrel, twin-carb, performance, super-leaded.
Very lean fuel mixture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is toward the lean end of fuel consumption. It's 1.01 kilograms per lap at Snetterton. Like, my rule of thumb was less than 1 kilogram a lap at Snetterton, very little fuel consumption.
That's pretty good considering this is a 2.5-liter V12.
Yeah. 219 horsepower, and it's not using much fuel. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 4-barrel carbs with a lot of quality and very lean fuel mixture. And that's what it comes down to, is just this is a very efficient fuel system.
He's not even using all the Ronnie can.
Interesting. Maybe he went to forged pistons late and didn't update he or she, sorry. Maybe they went to forged pistons late and didn't update.
Could be. Long tubular, single exhaust, no mufflers.
Yeah. Oh, price. 29.8. 3350, 3340, 3350.
So pretty reasonable.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of cheap engines, and this isn't one of those. We've also seen a few expensive engines, and this isn't one of those.
Yeah, it's probably on the cheap end of the V12 range.
Yeah, although we have seen a V12 under $3,000.
Yeah. Sells well. Hooray.
Very good drivability.
Yeah.
That's nice. And acceleration is nice. That power delivery is nice. See, this is the
+7 quality.
This is what we were talking about when we said that you want to have power delivery above the max power. Like, look how little power Rizzo is losing on the upshifts.
Oh yeah, if any. He does.
In first gear, there's a drop off of power. Every other, like third and fourth, short shifting because there's more power in the next gear up before the red line. So
you get the nice follow through.
Yeah, and you can rev it out to the red line if, like in a real race situation, like maybe you rev it out to the red line even though there's more power there because you know that you're about to hit the brakes or whatever. But in this, like it's just you have more. You have a better power distribution. Like never drops below 160 horsepower at the wheels.
Yeah.
Like you get above 40 kilometers an hour. Like the wheels are still spinning then. By the time the wheels have grip on the road, you have over 160 horsepower to play with in this car.
Yeah.
So
+7 quality.
Yeah.
155,225.
That is a lot of stagger. And I can see where the drivability came from. Look at that.
Yep.
Nice
low speed handling.
Right on the blue line.
Yeah. Magnesium.
Plenty of brakes. See, this is what I expected. 1 piston in the front, 2 pistons in the rear, because there's so much weight in the rear.
Yeah. You don't need as much braking power up front.
Yeah. So.
Good brake fade.
The braking
distance
is really long because it's got so little front tire to slow it down on.
Yeah.
Just there's not enough rubber up there.
Its stopping distance isn't brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be people passing Rizzo into a corner.
Yeah. But then he probably has acceleration to pick it back up again anyway.
Huh. Okay, so it understeers at low speed, and it really understeers at high speed.
There's not much tire up front.
Yeah. And I guess there's a bit of lift.
Yeah, there's no downforce.
There's a little bit of downforce.
There's, well, 19, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus the equality there.
Yeah. I mean, you got to save a little bit somewhere.
Yeah. 2, basic, minus 15. Power steering of 0. Advanced 60s, minus 12.
Right. So kept 10 safety while getting the weight very low. So yep. 877.4 kilos.
And it means the car will sell, too. You can make it a production car.
Yeah. It's not a criterion in the competition, but yeah.
Progressive, gas monotube, and passive. Not that much camber.
Yeah. It's moderate tire wear. Like, 5.88% at Silverstone, 4.75% at Snetterton. Front tires have a little more wear than the rear tires.
That probably has a good deal to do with that understeery nature of the car.
Understeery nature, and you have the difference in camber.
Yeah.
I mean, normally these rear-engine cars will have more wear on the rear, but this is a car that has... It's very stiff. I guess it has so much stagger that Riza was able to make it harder in the rear and softer, grippier in the front without making it spin. Like, that is a massive, massive amount of stagger. The 155s?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
The thing I was thinking of, when you try to turn at high speed, the front end of this car is going to be sliding along the road because you don't have enough tire to grip.
Yeah.
To turn well, so you're sliding and it just tears the tire apart.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see what the cornering Gs look like. It's probably not fantastic.
No. Could be worse.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's performed well.
Yeah,
with 7th place.
Good too.
Huh?
Acceleration's good too.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't be surprising. It's a rear engine car.
Yeah, with big rear tires. Yeah, it's 7th place at Silverstone. Was in 9th place at Snetterton when got in an accident with Denta trying to overtake, and both of them were out.
Ouch.
And 22nd at Knock Hill. I don't know if there was an accident somewhere in there. But yeah.
2027.
Yeah. And, like, it's got great fuel economy, and it's got a reasonably large fuel tank as well. Like, I'm just looking, 56.4 kilograms. There might be a few races where, I mean, they're probably not going to do this because tire wear, but there probably are some races where on fuel alone they could make it on a single tank.
Yeah. Okay. And this car.
Richard 117. That is an interesting shade of orange.
Did they just pick it out of an orange tree?
This
car wasn't built. It grew on a tree.
Tangerine, I want to say.
This car was produced by a very genetically modified orange tree, or tangerine tree.
It's visible.
Yep. Zero quality.
All right.
+1 on the stuff there.
Okay, so this is kind of an expensive body.
Yep.
With +0 fiberglass, +1 chassis with the springs. Like, I mean, change the color, and I think, like, the styling's not bad. I
do like the styling.
I dig it.
I don't think the color's bad either. It's just weird.
Maybe I have less tolerance for this kind of color than you do.
Could be.
Like, this is very eye-burning. Like, if this car caught fire, you wouldn't know for 5 or 6 minutes.
And the engine. It's another V6. 2.7 liter V6.
Yep. Not as reliable as the previous one, but
More power. V6
also,
aluminum dual overhead cam.
Yeah.
Also,
all forged +5. A lot of compression.
not that much. Yeah, it's only 53 though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the things about V6s is that you have big cylinders for the displacement, so you can't rev it as high.
Yeah. +5.
Mm-hmm.
4-barrel twin carb race.
Yeah.
Race.
Rich fuel mixture, so it ends up being kind of middling fuel consumption, even with the 4-barrel. But yeah.
Yeah. +2 quality.
Yeah.
Race tube, duals, and no muffler. +1.
Yeah, so good headers. 2,800, 2,900.
Reasonable price.
Thank you for making your production units exactly 100 so I could do the arithmetic in my head.
Okay.
Right.
So he's cut it off at the gearbox.
Yeah, so the goal is to get to the top speed more than it is to have the top speed.
Yeah.
This looks like a car that's going to be pretty good in the rain, like most of the mid-engine cars. Got a lot of excess grip. That doesn't look good.
Whee!
Low-speed cornering is questionable.
There's no stagger in this car.
Yeah, there's no stagger here. I mean, great for braking distance, but like, look at this steering at low speed.
Yeah. And you can't just power slide around these tracks, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Brake
even if you wanted to, like, a car, I don't know if that's the handling characteristic you'd want. Like, how are you supposed to...
If you're a race car driver from Japan, you might want it.
Yeah, I mean... I don't know. I've never understood drifting, so I don't know what you want from a drifter. I don't know how to translate that into automation. It's got good brakes.
Yeah, drifting would destroy tires in this.
Yeah. So it might not be recommended anyway.
Yeah. Solid disc, 2-piston, solid disc, 2-piston.
Yeah. Oh man, it especially would play against the advantages of this car. This car is fairly low tire wear. Well, moderately low tire wear. The rear tire wear is higher. Man, like, it's still oversteering at high speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't mind racing this car if I was driving it.
I wouldn't want to race this car, I think.
This would be a unique style of racing car.
Yeah.
Because there's things you could do with this one. But...
yeah.
I always prefer a car that will fishtail.
I mean, I prefer this than the snowplow, but still.
Yeah, I prefer having a car that if it loses the road, just means I'm going down the road backwards, as opposed to a car where it loses the road, I'm going straight off into the guardrail.
Well, I mean, you're going backwards into the guardrail. in this car.
I've got the seat cushioning me. It's behind me.
I guess that's something I hadn't considered.
And if I go straight into it forward, I see it coming. Get to watch the guardrail hit the car. Otherwise, it's behind me, and there's a lot more car behind me.
Yeah. I mean, it puts the engine between you and the crash.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, plus also, 2 quality here.
It's fun to power slide around corners.
I can imagine.
Minus 15.
Hey! I mentioned, like, a couple videos ago that I'm sure somebody somewhere has done power steering minus 15.
Yep, someone did.
Yep. There it is. Do you still want to drive this?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll drive it.
Okay.
I'm not going to own it. I'm not going to buy this sucker. It'll sell, but I ain't buying it.
Same. All right.
But it'd be fun to drive on a track.
Yeah. Look, positive camera on the front, negative camera on the rear, trying their best to tame this oversteer. But what they needed to do, they needed to make those front tires narrower. It's a necessity in a car like this.
Yeah. Plus 2 quality.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see how fast it goes. Oh man, 0.93. That's the thing about.
Yeah, it is oversteer.
Like if your car oversteers, doesn't matter how wide your tires are, you can't use them.
Yeah, so it gets 2 seconds slower than the other car.
I mean, now that said, 23rd at Silverstone, 17th at Snetterton, and 9th at Knockhill.
Yeah.
So, as much as we've been knocking it, like, finished in top 10 at Knockhill. But, yeah, I still really, I question the choices here.
Yeah. The thing is, there's things you could do with driving this, and I'm pretty sure you'd be able to get a lot better timing if you have a good enough driver. But that kind of driving is not simulated in this program.
I mean, yeah. And even if it were, like,
you'd be destroying your tires.
I was not even thinking about destroying the tires. That is exhausting driving.
Oh, so, yeah, it is.
If you're looking at the next edition of the BRC, like, did you see the little dev update on the on the Borbot?
No.
Okay, like, their buyer posted a link to it recently, and next edition of the BRC, there's going to be driver fatigue as a metric in the thing.
Yes.
Your driver's going to be stressed out. Your driver's going to get tired, and that means more errors.
Yeah.
So yeah, it might be fast at the beginning, but
you're going to wear the driver out. You're not going to have any tires. You'll have to be pitting every 10 laps.
Yeah. So it's a strategy.
Yeah.
Maybe
which is why I'd say this would be a fun car to drive.
Yeah.
But not much else.
Okay. So yeah, that was the first 3 cars.
Yep.
So,
and we'll be back with
see you next video for the next 3.
Yep. See y'all.